Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. And for those that haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&As before, it's where you lot in the comment section run the show. This is all about the citizens of the city of Sarcasm. So get your sporting questions in, people. Members, obviously, for those that don't know as well, members, your comments, your questions take priority like a super chat. So if you want to join the membership, link is in the pinned comment, people. But members, I will start your question and I will get to it. But like I just stated just a second ago, sports Q&A, people. So it's any sport, past or present. So it can be football, it can be basketball, it can be boxing, it can be F1, UFC, NFL, whatever you want to ask about, get your questions in. And a lot has gone on in the world of sport today, a hell of a lot. In particular, my football club, Manchester United. And what's crazy is I was going to do this Q&A earlier, and because I had to go out, I pushed it back to later. Good job I pushed it back to later. So much has gone on. Like, I was on the terrace. Shout out to Terry, and news was breaking. Obviously, Manchester United with the ownership. There was Nagelsmann has reportedly turned down Spurs. And that's not even including the NBA stuff that's going on as well, which was originally what we was going to talk about on here alongside the top 4 race as well. But now all of that is an afterthought with what's going on at Manchester United. Final bids reported to be going in today. And this is going to rumble on. Big up to everyone in the chat as well. We've got Steve, who's a member of the channel, in the building. Ryan's here. Jez is in the cut as well. Are you, man, good, yeah?
Yeah, good, man.
Yeah, I'm calm. Listen.
Yeah, man, oh, bless. You already know. Oh, bless. And you lot, before we even get into the show properly, let's bump up the likes as well, please. Let's bump up the likes. Only at 11 is already just under 30 of you lot in the building. So hit that like button, share this across all the socials. At the top of those 2 things, subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV as well, and hit the notification bell. Yeah, like I said, Malcolm, was supposed to be an early Q&A, but I had to go out, and then look at what has transpired today. Crazy. I'm saying crazy day, crazy Friday. Big up to Malcolm, says big up to Mandem. Daredevil as well says big up Flawless and everyone else. Love for the USA. Happy to hear Varane is back from injury. We'll probably discuss that. And obviously there is a Mandem United at 11:30 p.m. tonight as well. So we'll talk further on that. Daredevil, like each and every time, always supporting. King Manny saying no to Bumcliffe, Sheikh, JASSIM in. Big up to Manny. Steve obviously is in the chat as well. Warrior J, I see you. Gavin, I'm sure we'll talk on the bids in regards to, like I said, Jim Radcliffe and Sheikh JASSIM. Big up Cams, big up Harry as well. Let's see what else you are saying. Manj is in the cut. Play Simple is here. Flawless, great to see Golden State Warriors win against the Lakers. Steph had to make a point. I hope they win tonight. What's this? I'll get to this as well, Warrior J. I will start that because that is a good question. And Gavin says, let me get a question in early. When everyone talks up De Gea, why does no one mention his inability to save a single penalty and that Europa League final debacle, conceding 10 and missing his own? Gavin, because people like him. That's why. Because people like him, people let their emotions cloud their logic. People have sentiment. He's been successful here. He's won every trophy for Manchester United, bar the Champions League, I believe. So there's also that. He's been our player of the season 4 years in a row. He helped us when we were shit. All the nonsense that in 2023 doesn't matter. So that's where it stems from, to answer your question, Gavin. Warrior J says, question to the panel, is there a manager in the Premier League that you give? Is that a disappointment? What? I'm saying is
that you're disappointed by, I think he's saying.
All right, cool. We'll go to you, Ryan. Is there a manager that you've been disappointed by?
Klopp.
Fans? Klopp's a good job.
Yeah.
I love the jobs Klopp's done, but I hear your point.
Yeah, Klopp's done a great job with us, but I'm not going to lie, this season
he's done a great job. No, he's done a great job this season for Liverpool.
You're funny, innit? Yeah, but this season he's been poor, man. I can't even... He's been good recently, but overall this season, if I had to give a score, I'd give it 2. And the only reason for that is that because he beat you 7-0 in it, so that's worth 2 points on his own. But
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey, if you had 2 more points, you'd be in the top 4 right now. But here we are.
Started on the Pep Linders stuff, man. Actually, I haven't even heard Pep Linders chat a lot recently, man. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because you must start winning, of course. Ironically,
I'm saying that I haven't heard.
Liverpool win. Liverpool start winning.
I'm saying
Pep Linders' name was gone.
No, Jez, I'm saying I haven't heard Pep Linders actually speak himself recently. Normally, he has something to say every week.
I mean, my point is still valid though. Liverpool started winning, and all the praise goes back to Klopp.
Good.
Facts. Steve, what are you saying? Yeah, I'm glad you know it's an agenda. Steve, any manager who's disappointed you in particular this season? Disappoint is probably the wrong word. I'd say underachieve because I want all my rivals to underachieve. But yeah, I hear you. But yeah, Steve.
I mean, look no further than Chelsea. Look no further. I mean, all of them, all of them have been completely embarrassing. Let's not forget that Tuchel, that last half of last season, he was dreadful. He was so poor. And then going into the year, he wasn't great. And then I guess they had some beef with the new ownership and whatever. And then, losing to Dinamo Zagreb. I mean, then, after that point, it just all kicked off. It all kicked off at Chelsea. But, I mean, yeah, Ryan, you're right. Klopp would ultimately be that because pretty much everyone had them second or third. Some even could say first place. So, yeah, definitely Klopp for me would be that.
Yeah, the fact he's outside the top four, yeah, he might end up getting top four maybe. But the fact is you shouldn't really be in a position where, like, you shouldn't be in that position in the first place. Do you get what I mean, really? So
you have all those you have all those, really, really good players and you're battling for top four.
The fact that that, you come that close to winning the quadruple last season and suddenly you might not get top four like that. It has to be Klopp in it, let's be honest.
It's crazy. What are you saying, Jess? Any manager in particular who's disappointed you?
I'll be honest, I give it to Potter.
Potter's a shout.
He is a shout.
I still think he's a good manager regardless, but he did massively bad. Like we can talk about Klopp being, of course, went from quad to like you in the top four race, but in the same time, I'm looking at also just you gotta remember like you gotta consider the factor that going for a quad and Liverpool played all possible games that they could have played last season. So of course, physically, everybody was gonna get affected. Of course, Klopp did some mistakes, or a lot of mistakes, you can say.
He did a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, a lot, depending on who you talk to. But I still think that the team was in a decline. Anyways, I was saying some of these players, because remember when everybody was saying Klopp is going early in the season, he was going to turn it around still because Klopp. I was saying I kept it consistent, saying I think Liverpool are going to continue struggling back already in the early on from the season. And he continued on the struggle. And I wasn't really surprised because I think the team just hit the heights that they had, and this Liverpool team just need a rebuild. But Potter, I'm looking at it from the perspective of like everybody was looking at you as like this up-and-coming manager. You were given a lot. Not obviously you didn't get the money, but then even January you were given a lot of money to work with. But I felt like 2 in 15 wins, 2 wins in 15. Like for me, it's just
something like that.
I expect a lot. I expect a lot more from him personally.
First.
But the reason why I give like extra criticism to Klopp as well is that during the season, his actual in-game management and stuff, like just his management during the season, except like I said for the last few weeks where he changed the system, we've actually been winning, has been dreadful in it. But I also give him extra blame for the last summer, because like I don't even blame it. I can't stand FSG. FSG are the biggest problem at my football club. I can't stand them. I need them out. But I actually blame Klopp more for last summer, than FSG.
But I think it's just talking specifically for the season, though, like without this summer transfers.
No, but you know what it is? It's the midfield has clearly been our biggest issue this season. Not the only issue, but the biggest issue. The fact is, Klopp wanted Tchouaméni last summer, couldn't get him because he wanted Real Madrid. I don't put any blame on Klopp or anyone at the club for that. Tchouaméni just wanted to go to Madrid, but then he put all of his eggs into the Bellingham basket and sacrificed the season of saying, "Now we'll just run this midfield back for one more year. They almost won a quad. We can run back this midfield for another year, and then we get Bellingham next summer." Basically, putting all of his eggs into one basket for one player, and sacrifice the season. That I put on Klopp. I don't care.
Which is, by the way, that's not how. That's not, just to back you up, Ryan, on that. That's not how elite level sports work, bro. You do not ever get complacent. You don't ever rest on your laurels. You don't ever run it back unless you have absolute legends that are still delivering.
You know what it is, Steve? It's like last season, even when we were going for a quad, Flows can back me up. I was on streams during the season when we were winning every game and looking like we were going to win a quad, saying we still need a midfielder or two in the summer. I was like, we still need to upgrade this midfield, regardless of whether we win the quad or not.
Yeah.
and Klopp thought he could run it back another year. Like that was
because I think he's too sentimental, Klopp.
He's
really
sentimental.
do.
That's the issue. That is an a issue. But his talent ID stinks as well. That's the other issue.
Well, hey, large up everyone who is locked in. I see you lot, you know what I'm saying, entering the stream. There's now over 40 of you lot in the building. Like, check 1212. Only at 17 likes, though. Get us up to 30 likes, people. Get us up to 30 likes and hit the subscribe button as well. How many subscribers are on? We're on 6,418. We're looking for 2 more subscribers. There's over 40 of you lot in the building. Hit the subscribe button. Continue to get your questions in as well. It doesn't have to be on the topic we are talking about, people. It can be something else in regards to the Premier League, or it can be a whole nother sport. That's absolutely fine as well. And like I've stated before, for those that don't know, members do take priority, like super chats, people. Let's see what else, where we going. Question to the panel: what is your prediction for Newcastle versus Leeds? I see Newcastle dropping points. We'll go to you. We'll go to the Newcastle fan on that. Steve, talk to us. What are you saying?
Bro, tomorrow is gonna be ugly. I see us winning, but
okay,
very, 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 very. It's gonna be close, man. It's gonna be close because first off, you've got the 12:30 kickoff tax, which we don't cope well with at all. That was the Aston Villa 3-0. That was a few years back. Manchester United, I think, kicked their ass like, I don't even know, 4-1, 3-1 or something. I woke up at 7:30 to watch that. I'm like, bro, what the hell? What did I? It's just, for me, the 12:30 kickoff, it already produced weird results, and then if you don't have a good record at that kickoff, you're extra in trouble. So, Allardyce is gonna make it a bit nasty, sometimes non-football at times, a bit slow, lethargic, but bro, he's just gonna grind out for a point. We're just gonna have to be. This is the ultimate test, right? Of breaking down a low block. Something that Newcastle have done this year, but we haven't put our chances away. Like, we'll get into the final third when guys are just bunkering down like Iwo Jima, but it's all about putting the ball in the back of the net, which we have struggled with. Leeds held us to a 0-0 at St. James's Park. Palace have held us to 3 0-0 draws. The other one was the Carabao Cup. We advanced on pens. West Ham have gotten a draw out of us at home, so bro, away to Elland Road, this is murky. It's murky. I think we'll do it 2-1 Newcastle, but boy, it's gonna be a slogfest. We have enough match winners. We have enough. Okay, so
you're saying 2-1. You're saying 2-1 Newcastle, right?
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, what are you saying quickly? Score prediction.
I'm gonna go for a draw. Actually, I'm gonna go for a draw.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I want Leeds to win, but I'm gonna Elland Road. And they're fighting for their lives. The atmosphere is going to be crazy. And also Sam Allardyce as well. Personally, I wouldn't want to play away to Leeds against the Sam Allardyce team who are fighting for relegation with a few games to go. So, it'll be a tough game, and I can see it being a draw, like a 1-1, to be honest.
All right, cool. Victor, what are you saying?
2-1 Newcastle.
Saying 2-1 Newcastle. Jez?
I think it's going to be a clean sheet for Newcastle. I think 2-0.
That was the scoreline I was going to go with, 2-0 Newcastle. Yeah, it is. I know I see some of you lot in the chat talking about it's a double-edged sword because, of course, if Leeds win, then Manchester United can win later on that same day and go above them. But then if Leeds win, that helps their relegation cause. So either way, I'm going to be happy but unhappy at the result at the same time, whether it's a Leeds win, whether it's a Newcastle win, or whether it's a draw. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what go on. Let's see what else you lot are saying as well. Man says, flawless thoughts on Ryan comparing Aberdeen.
I just said it to rattle people, bro. I'm a troll. I just said it to rattle.
You're a troll, man. I was going to say Ryan go Ryan in it. So, that's why. See, Ryan's a perfect example of why I don't go back and forth with people on Twitter.
You just ignore me on Twitter now.
Yep.
Well, I was actually giving you hope earlier on, like an hour ago on Twitter, and you just ignored me. I think Liverpool Cammy said RATCLIFFE's taking you over, and you told him. I replied saying it ain't over yet, innit? It's not over yet.
I'm fully. Why do you think I'm not here saying, Jim Radcliffe's definitely taking over? I understand that I've been solid on this for the longest, that most people don't know what's going on.
No, I do actually think what these journalists are saying, because they've been the most reliable when it's come to the takeover. I think what these ones are saying is right. I just think that there is a chance that Jassim could put in a late bid that could change their minds. That's why I'm saying it's not over.
That's why until somebody takes over, then I will talk about it in depth. Why am I going to be worried or concerned? Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. I'm not like De Gea being in goal is a bigger concern than the takeover currently right now. That's more of an issue to me than what's going on in regards to ownership. So yeah, I ain't worried about it whatsoever currently, and Sheikh Jassim could still potentially take over as well. Dennis says, question to the panel: who's winning the NBA championship? I have the Nuggets winning the chip. Phoenix Suns hype. I want Peter and People's Suns are overrated. Yeah, don't even talk to me about the Suns going out. Who do I have winning the chip? I did have the Suns. I now have the Warriors. I got the Warriors. I think they win tonight. There will be a watch along for that. And I think they beat the Lakers in game 7. And then I think they beat the Nuggets. And then whoever comes out of the East, I think it is. Jez, I think you're the only other NBA guy here. Who you got winning the chip?
At this stage, fuck me. Like, I need to see who comes out based on the next game. I need to see Warriors and Lakers. I need to see that because I think the winner for the championship was going to be all of that game between the Warriors and Lakers. But I don't know who's actually going to come through. That's the issue. I don't know. I'll be honest. I think for me, it's between the Lakers or the Warriors, in my opinion.
So you're basically saying the winner of that series wins the whole thing?
Yeah, because
I thought the Lakers were trash,
believe it.
They made some trades and they got Bell.
Oh,
I don't believe in any of the East teams really, to be honest. Like, it's just they're all too inconsistent, in my opinion. Like,
so are you saying it's like the basketball version of City Madrid at the moment? Whoever wins that will win the whole thing.
That's what Jez is saying. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what Jez is saying.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, just that the teams that I say who are gonna win it are less talented, in my opinion, than Madrid and City at this moment in time. I know the teams are just all mid this season. I'll be real.
Yes. Which teams would you guys want to see go down, and which team is probably going down realistically? I say it's going to be the bottom 3 that it is now. Yeah, to answer the latter part, yeah, I think it will be the bottom 3. I think it'll be Southampton, Leeds, Leicester. Those 3 will get relegated. In terms of the 3 teams I would love to see go down: Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal. I relegate those 3 instantly. Steve, what are you saying? Who do you think goes down realistically this season? And if you could relegate 3 teams, what 3 teams would you relegate?
I mean, the bottom 3 is going to be Southampton, Leicester, Leeds, I think. Okay. Actually, no, Everton in for Leicester. I think Leicester might have just one more little moment that could keep them up. So I think it'll be Everton, Leeds, Southampton. That'll probably be my 3. Who do I want to see go down?
Yeah,
I mean them 2. I mean, them 2, Southampton, or sorry, I don't really.
No, this is dream scenario, so you can relegate.
Oh, dream scenario. I mean, Sunderland do it themselves, so I won't even pick them. I would go Leeds, Everton, and I don't know, Middlesbrough. Kind of annoying, I guess.
Middlesbrough ain't in the Premier League teams.
All right.
Which 3 teams would you relegate from the Premier League currently?
Yeah, it would be Everton, Leeds, and who gives a shit about Southampton? All
right, cool. Ryan, which 3 teams do you think are going down? And you could relegate 3 teams. Which would you relegate?
Who do I think go down? Southampton, Leicester, definitely going down. Those 2. Yeah. I think Forest stay up. Yeah. Between Leeds and Everton. You know what? Just because of what I want, I'm going to say Everton. Just a bit of bias, though. In terms of dream scenario, who I'd choose to go down, United can finish bottom. Everton, so they don't injure our players in derbies anymore. And it's City or Chelsea, but I can't pick. It's too hard. Because City have beaten us so many times to leagues, I'll say City, innit? Right, should make the title races easier.
Just same 2 questions to you.
I think the teams that are actually going to go down are Southampton, Forest, and Leicester.
Okay.
The teams that I want to go see down, dream scenario will be Arsenal, Chelsea, and West Ham.
Why West Ham?
Because their fans are fucking racist every time we play them.
Does? You got any reason? Same 2 questions to you, Victor.
Teams that'll go down, in my opinion, Southampton, Leeds, Leicester. Teams that want to go down, Spurs, Arsenal, and Leeds again.
Fair enough. Hey, good question, Dan, man. Good question. Let me see what else I've missed. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. Big up to Ram in the cut, man. Large on my guy, Ram. He says, big up, Flawless. Ryan and everyone on the panel. The thing is, sentiment is a double-edged sword. It can get you to incredible heights, but it clouds your judgment. Fair point.
You need, it can be important in terms of when your players are at the top of your game, being loyal and, cool with them will get more out of them, because they'll want to play for the manager even more, etc. But you need to know when the right time is to actually be sentimental. Klopp just all sentimental all the time. But when it comes to the point where you can't be, that's where he struggles, innit? Like Fergie, when he knew when to be ruthless, innit? He was ruthless with the likes of Roy Keane, etc. But Klopp, like, Henderson's going to be here till he retires, for fuck's sake, innit? That just says it all, really, innit? Sunderland, please get promoted and just give me some hope, man, and take it back.
Question to the panel: do we need to have uncomfortable conversations about KD not being a leader? I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say all that.
He's never had to be a leader. Sorry to cut you off, but Kevin Durant has never had to be a leader because there's always been a different player that's more known for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I've never seen him as a leader anyways. So I mean,
I wouldn't say it's acceptable. What I underestimated him going to the Suns was how bad everybody else was. Take Booker out of it, take Aiden out of it. I didn't realize.
I don't put Aiden out of that. That guy, ass, hot ass, booty juice, cheeks, ass cheeks. Bro.
Yes. And one of their biggest problems is rebounding. That's what it is. Defensively, and that's not really on KD, but I think with KD and Booker, I do like Aiden. I think with those three there, you have the basis of a good team. There is a spine of a good team there, but they need to add to it. And obviously they need a new coach. You can't be getting beat like that in back-to-back elimination.
Flawless, you're spot on about the rebounds. I look at rebounds and and a midfield battle in a very, very similar way. If you're going to look at the two different sports in terms of what can you do, bare bones basics to get you over the line 9 times out of 10. Dominate the glass. In basketball, get boards, both offensive and defensive, because then you get second chance points. Then you get, you get to, go to the other side. And then in football, obviously, you've got the midfield battle, which you don't have to be a good team to win a midfield battle. You just got to do, I don't know how to explain it, but for me, it's one of those things. Rebounds. Someone that can consistently get rebounds, especially on the offensive side of things. It's super, super important. So
I say it this way, but it's very simple with the rebound thing. With the rebound thing, it's like, especially if you give away offensive rebounds, you give the opposition another
chance
to go and score a bucket.
Yeah.
And the other thing as well is the shot clock restarts to 14 seconds again if you get the offensive rebound. So you're tiring out you're already tiring your defense already by going up and down and then defend. Now the opposition gets the rebound again, you have to defend again. It's a lot of energy. A lot of energy, to be honest. And to be honest, with the KD thing, I'll be honest. The thing about him, I don't think he has to be a leader, in my opinion. I don't think he even is that type of character. That's why he's called a cupcake. But for me, with the KD thing is narratives. The narrative on his head is that you can't win a championship unless without Curry. Before you couldn't do it with Curry, you joined Curry, then you were winning this stuff. You left Curry and the Warriors, Brooklyn you felt, and no, the Suns you felt this playoffs. Of course, I agree with Flawless actually on the team. The team is just ass. There's a lot of things in that team that needs to be sorted, in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't realize
it's more about for me, it's about KD. If you want to have discussions about KD, it's the narratives about him as a player. And it's like let's say this way, if he doesn't win, it should. Everybody in the Warriors organization will always look better than KD because how he couldn't do anything past the Warriors.
Yeah, no facts. And yesterday, I don't think it's anything to do with him being a leader. He just shot bad. Yesterday, he shot. He shot awful. You know what I'm saying? And that he just shot terribly. You can't go. I think at one point he was 2 from 10. You can't do that. In any game, never mind an elimination game, not just him. Booker also shot bad as well, but we've seen this same group of players outside of KD get bounced in this fashion just last year. So it's on.
Who's the Suns head coach again? Who's the Suns?
I think it's Monty Williams.
Hasn't he been known for blowing leads and all that kind of crap?
I think with the Suns, I think he has been.
You good?
Good, you.
Yeah, man, I'm good. Hey, you lot, make sure you go check out Strong Redman TV as well, man. See out here doing big things. For those that don't know, we started content creating, doing From a Third Eye View on Pi Radio, people. So yeah, man. And some of the shows are still on the channel actually as well. But you blessing everything, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I just had to come say hello and have a little chat with someone.
Who?
What did I do now?
What do you mean, what do you do now? It's what you do every single day.
Why you do every? You know what it is, right? You just fucking exist. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, I regret sending you the link now,
bro.
Go on. Yeah,
some of the nonsense I hear you say, man, is so bad.
I don't even know what I said now.
I really want to know, innit? I really want to know.
I want to know.
I mean, I could genuinely get out a papyrus scroll, a list longer than the 10 Commandments of all the nonsense I've heard you say on this channel over the past 6 months.
6 months? What have I said?
Actually, yeah, it's a lie.
Yeah, he's been missing.
2 years, probably.
Nah, well, he's been missing.
2 years, okay, fine, innit?
He's been missing more recently because Liverpool been asked this season, so he ain't been here. But go on, carry on.
Nah, I have. I've just been busy at times.
Not been on Q&As, man. Don't do that, fam. Don't do.
I've
people can go back at his busy, innit?
Bro, even last season I wasn't on that much. And we were going for a quad.
You was on more last year than you was this year, innit? But we
maybe slightly more in it.
Maybe slightly. You was here talking quad week in, week out, fam. You know these things that we're on is called a live stream. You know these things go out live on the big worldwide
and
web.
You can rewind and you can rewind them and see if you're here or not. Back.
I'm saying we barely seen you this season. All of a sudden Liverpool go on and run and you pop up.
Nah, it's not that.
Go on. Of course it's that. You know what I'm saying? You can't stand the heat, but carry on. Go on, Stro. You know what I'm saying? People just let that be a lesson. Fans like this guy are just can't take it when their team's doing bad. But go on, carry on.
And also, more to the point, like, you do know I've still got, like, the DMs. Of you just going out of your mind talking nonsense.
Well, recently, I know I've made some howlers over the last 2 years, but I don't even know anything bad I've said recently.
I mean, the Salah one is horrendous.
Yeah, that was ages ago, though.
Yeah, I know that.
Like I said, the last 2 years, I understand.
To me, was horrendous.
I mean, I've changed my mind on that, but I changed my mind on that in February, I think.
So you change your mind on a lot of things. This is a problem. Like, I don't know how Flawless puts up with you.
Because he's barely been here, like I said, because you lot have been asked. So he's barely been here. That's what it is. I see him on doing the most, but obviously that's not club orientated. That's just Premier League.
You still talk about the clubs, though, innit?
Yeah. But it's brief. You ain't gonna get grilled when you lot lose. Like I said, I've seen you frequently here. I've seen you more here in the past 6 weeks than you have been here the whole season. You mean, like I say, people go check back the playlist. There's actually lovely segue. There's a playlist for the show, people. So you can go back and click and see who's here and who's not. You know what I'm saying? But we move. Yes, Cams, what are you telling me? You good?
I'm good, man. I saw Ryan getting cooked for some of his takes. I'd hop on, just bask in it.
So mad. It really is. It is. Let's see. Dan says, if there's one rule you can take out in the Premier League or football and one new rule you can bring in, what will your suggestions be? That's a goodie. Stroll will go to you on that. The one rule. So there's one rule you can take out, you can remove, and there's one rule you can implement. Well, we'll just say Premier League for argument's sake.
Someone go first. I need a minute to think about it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a good question.
All right,
Steve,
that's way too off the cuff.
One rule I would implement. One rule I would implement is something that MLS did. Major League Soccer, I'm gonna take one of theirs. In 96, the first ever season, they used to do penalty shootouts where you would dribble from the halfway line with the ball. That would replace spot kicks. That would replace spot kicks for me. That would be mine. That would be mine.
I kind of still like
a rule I would take out.
Yeah.
Handball, man. Fuck it.
I said handball. You can't take out handball.
Can I go?
Yeah. Go on, Jez. If you got something, the floor's yours.
Bro, we need to get rid of the offside. I'll be honest.
No, man. That's because people start goal hanging, man. I'm saying people just be
goal hanging. 100 goals.
People just be goal hanging, yo.
Like, see, because like, let's be all like. We got guys like Dixie Dean leading like the whatever English version or some shit.
The fact they showed that is just that's criminal.
Bro,
that's crazy.
That Dixie Dean guy, he wasn't playing
World War II.
I'll be honest. They encourage everybody to defend better, in my opinion.
No,
Like, you know what I'm
this guy, man. Wow, you're such an idiot. I don't know. It's a good question. Dan, this is actually a good question. I don't know what's one rule I was.
Okay, actually,
my brain ticking.
Okay,
serious.
I think one rule I think could be implemented is that your loan players are allowed to play against your parent club, in my opinion, because everybody can do it outside from England.
Yeah,
I don't think you're really harmed from anything having a loan player playing against you. Of course, if you're getting packed by your player from your own player, of course it's kind of funny. But I'll be honest, like I think it's just a stupid rule that you can't play against your own club on a loan. Because in the Champions League, if Chelsea were actually good, they could have played Inter Milan, and Lukaku would have played against them. That would have been funny.
Yeah, that would have been for in terms of stories and narratives. I would. I'm trying to think. Have they got the rule in the Premier League where you can only make like subs at a set amount of time? Can you only stop the game like 3 times or something like that?
No, yeah,
you can only make 3. You can make 5 subs, but they have to be on 3 different occasions.
Yeah. Fuck all that. I'd remove that. You should be able to make subs whenever you want. That's the one rule I would remove. Why
be able to bring on 5 at once?
Yeah, if I want to make 5 stoppages to bring on a single sub, then so be it. For whatever reason, like I would remove. I don't get why they've done that. Like 110%. In regards to the over, I'm not sure actually. What rule would I implement? I'm trying to think. Isn't nothing that springs to
Arsenal not
mind.
been alone in the Premier League.
I've got a wild one.
Yeah, go on.
Get rid of throw-ins.
What, have kick-ins?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Nah.
But then we don't. I get what you're saying. I was just thinking of Rory in the lap. That's how I was thinking of Rory in the lap.
Stoke and all these teams.
You say Stoke, that's just you hating on like Stoke and Burnley's and them teams.
No,
you know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Not. It's because think about it, right? I just think from a defensive point of view, it forces teams to defend better if you've got to kick the ball in. Because think how quick you can kick the ball in. Ball down play. Do you know what I mean?
Not true. No, I get
you just shot yourself after Forest for killing us with long throw-ins.
I would, but I miss that element to the game. I ain't gonna lie. Like the long throw-ins.
No. I'm saying you should be able to do both, whatever you decide.
Oh,
you say they gotta keep throw-ins. They gotta keep throw-ins.
You know what?
Pep should be allowed to do. That should be the rule.
Both. The both. I like that. I thought you were saying remove one. That's
actually. I'm saying like you should be able to kick it in as well as throw it in.
Nah, that's fair. I'm saying that is fair enough. That is fair enough. Oh yeah, that being said, we even spoke in a minute. Earlier, I asked you what 3 teams you think are getting relegated.
Southampton, Leicester, and I'm on the fence between Everton and Leeds. If Everton go down,
you'll be crashing on Sean. You'll be crashing on Sean Dyche.
Can't believe they beat Brighton, man.
I was fuming watching that Brighton game.
So mad. 3-0 in 30 minutes.
I had to revise my Zerbi stocks, you know. Like,
you know what?
Yeah?
Flawless is sweating.
If it wasn't for the fact
Sean
they
Dyche
beat
gets
United, I
relegated,
would have got rid of him.
Hey, Everton goes. You know what? The crazy part is, I had Everton going down, and then that game happened. I was like, all right, they've got a result I didn't expect. I think they'll stay up now.
Yeah,
because Leeds have got some bad.
Yo, Big Sam's got something for me, man. Love it.
Yeah, championship, mate. That's what he's got.
Shut, man. When did this guy ever get relegated?
West Brom got relegated. West Brom.
That was extenuating circumstances.
Like what?
Hey, you can't tag those big words.
What were these extenuating circumstances?
I forgot, but I remember thinking at the time. I remember thinking at the time that this is kind of an exception to the rule for some reason, but I have to go back and do my research.
Nah, man, he took the job for a reason.
Are you going to use the COVID tax? You're gonna redeem that? No,
I wouldn't have used that as that, but.
No,
I wouldn't have said that. It was something else, but I'll have to go back and check.
There wasn't anything else.
You are definitely not going back and checking.
You didn't get. We don't Ryan don't do his fucking research. What are you saying, sir? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I was I got a sixth sense that Ryan was being cooked. So I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
I wasn't even watching. Sorry, I was doing something else. It's like, it's like a sixth sense. It's like a spidey sense. You know what I mean? It's like,
I said, cinema, you're a dick, yo. Speaking of someone who's not absolute cinema, Ahmed, yes, what you saying, fam? You good?
Listen, man. I'm still winning, man. Listen, man. I'm still winning, man. You can hold that, guys, man. You know what I'm saying? I still
You stay winning. Why? How did you win? Tell us about this victory.
Listen, man. You know, obviously my basketball team won yesterday. You know what I mean?
Which basketball team?
Then the cusp of going out, man.
Yeah, man. That's not my team. Listen, man, my Nuggets, innit, man. Shout out.
Okay. Anyway, actually, Ahmed, you can make yourself useful. Dan asked this question there. Prediction for the Heat Knicks. Stop laughing, yo.
Hey, hold up, man.
Yeah,
Ahmed, Heat Knicks, who you got for tonight?
I think Scott Foster is doing that one, so you know I think it's gonna be 3-3. Can't lie to you, man.
Next year, you gotta take
okay.
Seth, what are you saying? Heat Knicks.
I'd like it to go to Game 7 because I don't like either team. So prolong the agony of them. Actually, the East sucks anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So there we go. Yeah, the Knicks, man. Knicks do it. Take it. Is it at Miami or is that at New York?
It's at Miami.
It's Miami.
Yeah. Take it to Game 7 at MSG.
All right, cool. What are you saying, Jez?
I actually think Miami is going to close out today.
Steve, wait, do you follow basketball, Steve?
Vaguely. I work night shifts, so sometimes when I'm cleaning whatever, I'll just have my phone on.
This guy watches football 24/7. You think he's got time for basketball?
Yeah, that's right. Steve is a true footballing connoisseur. That is true.
Real football man.
Yeah.
He's watching something that will never get said about you.
What I don't know. Oh, you're talking about Ryan. I thought you were talking about
Of course, I'm talking about Ryan.
You're an enemy of progress. That's what you are.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot what I was even gonna say. I've got Dennis.
Hey,
yo, it took me 2 minutes and I broke flawless.
Shit, I forgot completely what I was gonna say, man. Yo, it's just Ryan cooking's different, man. That's a different type of cooking. But yeah, it's Dennis, and it's the way people show up. People just come out the shadows for it. As well. Everyone's like, "Yo, I'm here." You know
what I mean? Like with the guy running to the guys and be like, "You're gonna get some. You're gonna get some."
Man. Dennis, to answer your question, I got the Heat. I think the Heat close out the series.
You could sell tickets and rotate this panel, man.
Yo, can someone bring C1 onto this stream because I want
C1 will cook you as well.
C1, man. Yeah.
Nah, Ryan, I'm not over you calling me an eye test merchant. You know, I'm not.
You are an eye test merchant, man.
I'm not over that. Well,
with your eyesight, Ryan, you should go to Specsavers with your talent ID, man. Jesus
I do go to Specsavers. I've got I do wear glasses and stuff.
John Joe Shelby.
In fact, I do need to book an eye test, actually. Thanks for reminding me, sir.
Ryan, you said sounds above, man. Don't do that.
Go book that. I'll say definitely. Ivan says, Flawless, you still confident Qatar will get us after this news that came in tonight? I've been saying I was never confident. I don't know. Legit. I hear conflicting reports every day. Sometimes I hear
nobody knows.
I hear three different. Yeah, because I'm not like you, Ryan. I understand. I don't know.
No, it's true. It's true.
That's you, innit? You know what I'm saying? You got an opinion on everything. That's the problem.
It's true.
Only a fool would believe any of the Western media, bro. Come on now. Come on. US and UK. The media are a bunch of.
Yeah, like I legit hear. I've heard in certain times I've been streaming. Like in one stream, I've heard 3 different conflicting reports that you lot in the chat will say. One will say the Sheikh Jassim's in, you know what I'm saying, leading the race. The other might say Sir Jim Radcliffe. And then there'll be another report saying,
Ken Bates.
The preferred bidder. Yeah, and then there'll be somebody else as well. Like I'm hearing, like I just don't know.
People just believe what they want to believe. That's how it
works. That's true.
Yeah, like that's what it is. Like obviously my preference is Sheikh Jassim, but I don't know. I don't know how this shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
you don't think Radcliffe would do a good job with you, though?
No, he would do a terrible job. There's no evidence to suggest that Jim Radcliffe would be a good owner for Manchester United.
Yeah, I know terrible.
No, he would do terrible because if you look at I'm a Liga merchant. He's done absolutely nothing with OGC Nice. Absolutely nothing.
Wait,
nothing.
Wait.
And he's got better financial
power. You
power.
just asked the question, do you not think he'd do a good job? And then 2 seconds later, after getting pressed on it, goes, no, he would be terrible.
No, I know he'd be terrible. I just wanted to see Forrest's opinion on it. I know he'd be terrible. I'm not like,
I'm
just
just shocked
wanted to see Flores' opinion.
What?
I'm just shocked, Flores, man.
What a question, man! What a question.
Hey, he'd be better than FSG. Put it that way.
Yeah, but
No, he would be worse. He would be worse.
He wouldn't be worse than FSG.
No, he would be. He would be. He would be.
But Steve, whether he was or wasn't, a bad owner is a bad owner.
Yeah, exactly.
Comparing bad owners to
Also,
Mike
what-
Ashley and an FSG sit at the same table. They're both crap.
I wouldn't say it's
so.
that bad. Oh, Mike Ashley's different.
No, Mike Ashley. What I mean, he relegated us twice. It is.
Now,
what
Mike
it is,
Ashley's
but-
worse than FSG. I'll say
I think
that.
he's not spent that much money there. The team has basically become like a mid-table team. Like before, they were actually trying to at least get like a European spot beforehand. So
Even more,
Hey,
man,
Ryan,
even
Ryan,
more.
do you want to name your price? If you name anything ridiculous, I'll name it. So you know,
£1.50.
nah. We'll give him more than that. You know what I'm saying? We say Ryan.
That's £1 too much.
I don't know. I don't really care to you. You make it up. Like.
You know what I'm saying? You know you're about.
Guys, you know it's flawless. Whatever money you put in, he's not going to notice the difference anyway. So just put, you know what I mean, the numbers and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do struggle with numbers. Yeah.
I'm
glad you like point that out every day and let me know.
That's why
I struggle with numbers.
I'm just saying, FSG are the ones making a fuss out of a cheap release clause for Manuel Ugarte. And
Oh my God.
Go on, Seth. What were you saying?
If we get beat by Aston Villa for Ugarte, bro.
Oh, Ryan's called him.
Aston Villa got the third richest owners.
You know what? That's a fact, but we're gonna get to that actually. You know, we're gonna get to that. But yeah,
What's the sauce? What's the sauce?
No, I'm just surprised, Flores, you admitted you weren't an expert with takeover.
Chicken and mayo.
With all the numbers floating around and stuff like that. I'm surprised you weren't an expert.
Nah, because I'm enjoying him being cup manager, 1999, innit? You one of you lot super chat 1999, I kick him off. There you go, people.
Someone would, you know. I can't even lie.
Yeah, that's how much people will put their hand in their pocket to get rid of you. Hold that, yo.
Timo just gonna come out of nowhere.
That would be like the perfect storybook ending for Ryan. Like, he gets cooked, he lost his composure. For those who remember.
That was ages ago.
Yeah, that was so bad. But hey, before we continue, you lot, we're all at 37 likes, man. Let's get us up to 50 likes, people, because there's over 65 of you lot in the building. Continue to subscribe as well. So yeah, 50 likes we're looking for, and hit the subscribe button. Roll to 7K. Get us to. Have we even hit it? No, we haven't. We're still short. No, actually, now we've gone over it. So now we're aiming for 6,425. Looking for 4 more subscribers, people. It is road to 7K. Continue to get your questions in. If you are a member of the channel, I will star your question. I will get to it. If you super chat as well, I'll get to your comment or question. So yeah, man, get your questions in. So yeah, Ryan, are you more confident on Ugarte than you was Bellingham?
No, I'm not confident on Ugarte because FSG just making a big fuss out of it. I'm confident on McAllister.
Okay,
I'm not even confident on that.
Wait, I want to know why. Let him land just throw and then you can respond to it. Why are you confident on McAllister? Go on, I want to hear this.
Liverpool, apparently he's keen on the Liverpool move. This is Romano who said it, by the way. So like, obviously there's some like I'm actually calling like.
You know what? You learning citing your sources. I respect it, but go on, carry on.
Nah, apparently like Liverpool are putting in a lot of like legwork to try and get him. Like talking to his advisors like 24/7, pretty much. Apparently, they reliable sources I read like they're preparing to maybe put in a bid for him next week. And Liverpool are like the favourites at the moment because I think Man United will link with him, but obviously because of your like takeover situation, they can't really do anything about that yet, to be honest. So the fact that he's keen on a Liverpool move, he's one of Liverpool's like main targets as well. He's their priority signing at the moment. I'm quite confident about that one. I don't know what the price will be. I think it'll be about maybe 60, 70 mil. But yeah, I think I'm quite confident that one happens.
Million.
Huh?
He's talking about
no,
McAllister.
I'm talking about McAllister, not.
Wait, his buyout clause is 53 million.
Ugarte.
Manuel Ugarte is 52.
His buyout clause is 53 million. You lot should be all over that.
That's what I'm saying. Apparently, Liverpool are like reliable Portuguese sources, and I think there's this Uruguayan source because he's from Uruguay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who I think
Uruguayan source.
Apparently he's like a proper like reliable Uruguayan journalist. and the reliable Portuguese journalists have said that we are in talks with his to try and get him. But Liverpool just said, I don't even know if I'm going to be allowed to speak here without you guys laughing.
Nah, it's because you just be
let's
saying
talk.
But nah, in regard, all jokes aside, I did not know Ugarte was so. That's not a question. You lot can afford that, so that's a question of the club or Klopp not wanting him, correct?
No, Klopp wants him.
I've seen that we're the favourites for him. I've seen we're the favourites.
Okay, so what's the hold up then?
They don't want to play the release clause. The club.
No,
they want to try and negotiate.
I was going to say that, but you lot have been linked with McAllister, who would cost more than that. Yeah, go on, Strom.
But McAllister's the priority over Ugarte at the moment.
But first, you know what I think it is? Because with release clauses, most of the time I think you have to pay money straight up, all of it.
You can't do it in installments.
Yeah. We like to do installments.
I think what's given Liverpool a kind of boost in it is apparently Sporting brought all of his rights because I think before one of his ex-clubs they had like 30% of his rights.
Famalicão.
So Sporting brought all of them. So Sporting are able to negotiate a fee with us now that could be lower than the release clause. So that could benefit the club. I don't know if we'll get him, but I think there's a chance, like a big chance, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Like with McAllister, I think that will happen in it, but with Ugarte, it's more 50-50, I'd say. I think there's a chance Mount.
Do you think you'll sign both of them? I think if you sign both of them, those are the only signings you're doing. Also,
I think we need. We need 3 midfielders. I think.
Well, obviously, you need. Yeah.
I think we need another midfielder. I think we need 2 8s and a 6. So yeah.
Because Straw, I know you want to respond to this before. Ram, I've just sent you the link, number 1 and number 2. The name, man, is Mason Money Minerals Merseyside Mount. Don't forget it, man.
I don't think we get Mount now. I still get Mount now.
If Mount leaves Chelsea, it'll be Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm not saying you do sign him. I'm saying me and Ram was talking on the Liverpool show on Tuesday. Make sure you go check it out, people. The United Liverpool show. And he was saying that he didn't want Mount. And then I was like, that's a fire name, though. You know what I'm saying, forget the player. I'm just saying from a branding perspective, that name's fire. That's all. And Ram was hating per usual, but we moved. But yeah, go on, Stro.
Right, so number 1, McAllister's practically done. 65 million done. So it's not going to happen till the end of the season, but it's the way that Liverpool do their business is they talk to the agents, see where they stand, see if there's a chance before they start making moves. The personal terms are practically done and agreed, and McAllister will 100% get done. Ugarte isn't a case of FSG not wanting to do it. It's, as a lot of people have already said in here, is with release clauses, you've got to pay the whole thing. Yep. We like to do it over 3-4 installments. So what we're trying to do in a minute, from what I'm being told, is that once again, player wants to move. We've spoke to his agents. Sporting are getting pissed off at the fact that how many times we spoke to the agent. And basically what we're trying to do is come up with a payment plan and a solution of how we can do the 52 million, because we still want Mount and we still potentially want Gravenberch.
Gravenberch would be a lot cheaper though, wouldn't he?
But still, like,
I'm talking like we're going for 3 or 4 midfielders.
But my worry is that I do think we'll get 3 midfielders, but my worry is they'll neglect the centre back position and do what they did with the centre back, what they did with the midfield last season.
I'm going to come on to that in a minute. So the bulk of the money is going on 3 midfielders, right? If we sell Kelleher, if we sell Nat Phillips, and we get an extra sale from somewhere, we will go and get a centre back.
I want Ignacio, man.
Gonzalo, yeah.
Gonzalo,
Ignacio. He's good.
And
Sporting CP, yeah. Okay. Sporting got him.
I want to stay away from that league now, man. We're buying too many players from that league.
To be honest, the league is
a good league.
It's a very good league. Honest. Like, in my opinion, I don't think even Sporting's best centre back. I think Diomande is the best centre back.
I think St. Jude. No, St. Juice for me. Jeremiah St. Juice.
Jerry St. Juice.
He's fantastic.
The Dutch guy.
I signed him on FIFA. He's cold on FIFA.
He's fast, man.
This one. You are FIFA.
I signed him on FIFA.
91 pace.
Yeah, I think Cam suggested him to me. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's 93 pace in it. That's why he suggested it to me, man.
100%. We know FIFA's pace of power game. We know this. Like, that's what it is. Yes, big up Rams in the cut as well. Yes, Rams, what are you saying, man?
I'm blessed. I'm good, man. I'm good. Great panel one. Big up to Stro. his appearance on Redman last night. You know how it is.
Hey.
Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back, Stro. It's good to see you.
Really, brother.
But yeah, I think you're talking about Ugarte. I think my main worry is I don't think what we're doing is wrong in terms of negotiations. The big problem is Chelsea's lurking about, and Chelsea's the kind of team that will splash the money no matter what. You got a £57 million release clause, will play that up front. They're that kind of team. They did it the whole of last season. They will do it again. I don't know how, but they will.
No, but Chelsea need to sell players first, don't they, before they buy?
But I think they will still buy, though. I think they will sell, and I think they will buy, though.
But they got assets that they can sell. That's the thing.
Well, about
one probably to us. Let's be real.
They're gonna be selling Kovacic.
Yeah, Kovacic is gonna go. I think Havertz might be going. I think.
Man United buying a
I hate to say it, I don't see a market right now for where Havertz can go. Even though I want him to.
Germany.
I don't see a market.
He'll go back to
Germany.
Shanghai Tigers.
To be fair, the I did mention. I think obviously the market is Germany, but I don't think nobody's actually willing to give him the wages that he's on at Chelsea.
Yeah.
What about Dortmund? If Bellingham's going to go
Dortmund pay wages, but Dortmund don't even need Havertz right now. Like,
I'm just going to throw this out there. None of you be surprised if Bellingham stays at Dortmund.
Yeah, and he should. He should.
He should.
I'd say I'll be more confident.
Did you see his celebration when he scored the other week?
Yeah, he's like, F the talk, I'm staying.
Remember when Enzo Fernandez was was pointing to the
bench? Don't listen to these guys, man.
Don't say this one saying, bro. Like, come on, man. Like,
it's either Madrid or he stays at Dortmund. He doesn't go anywhere else this season.
I agree. But this one saying, like, I would say, like, I wouldn't look at these type of things like. I wouldn't look at these type of things, to be honest. Like, I definitely 100% believe that he has 100% got the personal agreement with Madrid.
Yeah, I agree.
Where you're gonna go is another question because they still have not agreed the fee yet.
Apparently, Madrid want to pay less than 100 mil. Or,
yeah, they
88 million, I think it was.
Yeah, it was around 88, I think. Yeah.
In pounds or euros?
Pounds.
Yeah, so it would be like
City offered a lot more, but apparently
you don't want to go City.
Yeah, they offered apparently 100 million euros plus bonuses in it. So that's
has any rumor come out as to why he didn't want to go to Manchester City?
Because all this heritage, it was basically a heritage thing.
He doesn't like these money clubs apparently like that.
Every club is a money club, though.
Exactly. This is exactly what I said. Every club's a money club.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't agree with Bellingham like that, but like apparently that's what it is that he likes the clubs with heritage. Like,
because I'm looking at it from like a footballing perspective. Let's say they do, because there's reports that Bernardo Silva might not stay.
Yeah, you have to go to City from a footballing perspective.
And how City play like suits you. It's just very strange to me that he turned that down.
I'll tell you why.
But then again, though,
player of all time.
But then again,
Gerrard.
So is it Gerrard?
Yeah. So look at it from his point. He's looking at it from a football purist point of view. Gerrard stayed at one club his whole career. He was loved. He was a legend. He loved the fans. Like, what he's looking at is a historical point of view. The greatest of respect, City haven't got much history. PSG haven't got much history.
Don't be kind, yeah. City have no history, yeah. But
I'd argue Paris Saint-Germain has some prestige.
No, if they win that treble, though, that's history right there.
But they won't. That's a big if. You get what I'm saying? That's a big.
Yeah, of course.
I'd argue PSG have decent pedigree.
No. I'm talking like from a
not like that. They don't.
For 100+ years, I get that. Yeah.
I'm talking from a European point of view, and it's like you look at. The reason why PSG being spoke about so much over the past 10 years is because of the money they've had pumped into it. Yeah. So a
but even before
doesn't attract Bellingham, whereas at Liverpool, if we were still in the market for him, would attract Bellingham. We were his number one club. For whatever reason, we decided to pull out of the deal, which I'm still pissed off at, but we decided to pull out of it. Now Madrid are on the table. All I'm saying is do not be surprised if he stays at Dortmund for another year.
Yeah,
I mean, fuck it. I'll take it from a Dortmund perspective. I'll be honest.
I wouldn't be surprised if Newcastle just submitted an offer. I wouldn't be surprised. We could.
I mean,
you got the money too.
Why not?
Submit it. It's not gonna be.
Why not? I mean,
I want to say.
Well, what do we have to lose? We don't have anything to lose. Why don't we have UCL football, you know what I'm saying? We've got a good project.
I'm a DM mega.
We'll go to Newcastle. Hey, shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? The worst thing she can do is ignore you, Cam.
Worst thing you can say is no. Exactly.
The worst thing she can do is ignore you or curse you out, Cams. Yeah, go on.
Our pro clubs team's got the same chance in Newcastle of signing Bellingham. You know what I mean? Let's not do this, right? Let's do this.
I do think. I don't know what y'all are. I don't know what y'all are thinking about our upcoming window in the summer. I think two things are going to happen. We're going to let go of someone that you're going to be like, oh wow, I'm surprised they're letting him go. But we're going to sign someone where you're going to be like, oh wow.
Nah, but the thing is, I can see that happening. Big up to
Sign
Dennis.
Sterling, man. Sign Sterling.
No.
Big up to Dennis. I know this a couple days ago, but you joined. Large up Dennis. I know you joined the membership a couple days ago. If you want to join the membership, people, link is in the pinned comment as well.
Dennis.
Do it.
Yeah, large up Dennis because he's always supporting on a regular basis, keeping us fully updated.
Screw you, Dennis.
Dennis team is helping us.
Yo, Flawless, can I ask Stro a question?
Ask the question.
Go on, ask a question. Go on.
Do you think we'll sign Mason Mount?
It depends.
It's either a contract or he joins Liverpool.
Oh, what's it depend? What do you think? What's it dependent on? Is it other deals?
Pochettino.
Yeah.
Pochettino.
Talk about it.
He loves Mount apparently. Pochettino.
The only thing I'll say to that is this. Okay.
It depends on Poch
whether
because
Poch wants him or not. If he does, we only see him paying him so much. We're not going to offer him as what we've done before. We've now got the incentives with the Champions League thing. If you're not in there, you're going to get less money. So he's not going to get the same as what people have got in the summer or previous. So it really, I don't think it matters much how much Pochettino wants him. We're going to offer him something else, and when he doesn't accept it, then he's going to be sold. That's what's going to happen.
But this is the point: is we're not going to offer him the same either. We're not going to ever offer him 250 grand.
But Stro, I think he might accept that less because he hasn't done anything at another club, right? Whereas at Chelsea, he's in a mindset where he's done something for the last 3 years, right? So he think he's earned that money from that club. Whereas like if Liverpool come in and say, because he's on like 88 grand right now, right? So if Liverpool come in and say offer him 150, right, a week, something like that, I think he might take that because he's not done anything for your club. Whereas if we come in and offer him 150, you'll go, wait a minute, look at what I've done, like numbers the last 3 years. Or
he feels he's earned it at Chelsea.
But do you think we'll offer 150? I don't think we'll offer him 150 grand.
No, I'm just
depends on the fee as well, doesn't it?
I think it's just like a spitballing, isn't it? Yeah.
No,
I
think at Chelsea, because we've offered Reece James 250s, accepted it or whatever, and others are on bigger wages. He in his mindset, and partly he might think he's right. He deserves to be up there with the biggest earners.
I think he's right.
At Chelsea, because what he's done at Chelsea. Whereas another team comes in, Arsenal or Liverpool, and they offer him obviously slightly less than what he can get, what he thinks he's earned at Chelsea, it might turn his head.
Do you think though as well that a factor could be why he would take less elsewhere is because he would probably be guaranteed more game time?
Well, also think about this, right? I think it's more money than actual contract led.
Yeah.
I think you think he can sign like a 4-year deal somewhere else and then still get another contract afterwards at that club or an extension where he earns more money and so forth. So that's why I think it plays into a part as well. I think it's more money side than contract side, but I think that plays a part in as well. I don't think he wants to accept such a long contract on that the money that we're offering. He'd probably sign it if we were offering the same amounts of money as others. Whereas if he signed to Arsenal, Liverpool, he might only sign like a 4-year contract or something like that. Then in 2 or 3 years' time, if he's doing well, look for an extension and bigger wages, you go that route. Because then it'll be 27, 28. So
how old is he now again?
24.
He's 24, yeah.
24.
The other thing is, there's like this: you got to lose 25% of your wage of the new contracts that the ownership have made if you don't make Champions League football for the club. So.
Yeah.
Does you want that as well? Does you want that to be?
Well, that's part of what it is.
Yeah, and from what we've also been.
Yo, I need to bounce now though, but big up you, man.
Yeah.
That's all right. Big up.
The other thing though that we've been hearing is that also there's like image rights that he's been having clashes with the club because obviously you see like how many ads this guy's in. He's on our Pepsi bottle. It's just maybe he doesn't want to give away that much of his image rights to the club. So
That's why the name is the one, man. You know what I'm saying? And that Mason, Money, Minerals, Merseyside
Well,
Mount. You can't say you can't just get the M's down the shirt and then have that. That's great market. Forget the player. We know he's not good.
The only
United should sign him.
I'm
United
not
should sign
talking
him.
about the thing is, it doesn't work as well. Nah, it doesn't work as well at United in the UK.
You know what's funny, Flawless? With that nickname, that is a Liverpool quad. Mason, Money, Minerals, Mount. That's the quad for Liverpool. There you go.
You could use
That's how you can advertise it.
You might got 6 European Cups, right? So you could then add an extra M on there, and then boom, you could somehow see
Mason, Mineral, Money.
He's got 3 in it. So
M&M.
Mason, Money, Mount.
Yeah.
Only M&M.
Bro, do a deal with them and them.
Yo, flawless, bro.
Both the candy and the wrapper.
Keep up, bro. Keep up, man.
Yeah, like we all know that. We all know that he's not.
But Manchester, Minerals, Money, Mason, Mount. It works.
That slaps. Hey, that slaps.
It's too many syllables.
Hey, they all slap, man. They all slap.
It's too many syllables.
Man, we'll call it Money.
You know what I'm saying?
Mason,
Money Mount works better. You know what I'm saying?
Money, Mount.
That sounds better. But see, that's less syllables than that. See, but it works at United as
I
well.
prefer McAllister over Mount.
Yeah, go
What
on.
about Gallagher, man? I mean, also hearing Gallagher's come to the club as well, man.
Go on.
Mason Mount, Conor Gallagher, 100 million package.
I'm a sure.
This guy just talking, yo. Go on, what you saying? Stroke.
Before the start of this season, on one of the last from a third eye views, did I not say to you, square in the face, Chelsea don't look right?
Yeah, you did.
Before anyone.
Yeah, you did. You called it from early. Yeah, you called it from early. 110%.
They are in a mess.
We heard it from early. Yeah, 110%. Nah, you right. You right. And
But
to this from
this is the problem, is what assets can they sell? Realistically.
Kovacic.
Yeah, but what are you going to get for Kovacic? 10, 15, 20 million.
Something like that. Probably, yeah, let's say 20. Let's just say for argument's sake, let's say it's 20 M's. Let's say it's 20. They have players who can sell, and I think collectively they'll get to a good amount. I don't.
You know who they could make the most money off of? Levi Colwell.
Yeah, they could get like 50 M's for Levi Colwell.
The thing is, you mentioned. Yeah, go on.
Do you know who Levi Colwell's idol is?
Who?
Stevie Gerrard.
I don't. Oh, is it?
Steven Gerrard.
Damn.
Wait, how do you know?
That's why we've been linked with him.
How do you know that?
If we're going to get, I'd love to see him at Liverpool.
Yeah.
No, that guy is cold though. Like I was watching him like the season before at Huddersfield, bro. That's a baller. I don't know if Chelsea would sell him. I don't know. But I mean,
there's a kid on loan at Burnley too from Chelsea, Matson.
Yeah, Matson's decent too. When I watched him for Burnley this season.
Burnley had some decent ones. They got the Southampton kid as well. Teller.
Livermento.
Injury prone. I swear he had 2 ACL injuries.
Yeah, he's coming back from ACL.
Yeah. Bro, he's been showing Reece James too much. That's what happens, bro.
Whoa.
No, Reece James is just fucked. That's it.
Well, yeah, where's Prime?
Injury prone.
Wait, hold on. Reece James slander Prime about to pop up out of nowhere in the comments. And to Montana saying, yeah, all that too. Montana says, is that strong? Yeah, man, me and strong go way back. You know what I'm saying, Montana? So that's why you'll see him here from time to time. Yeah, Bailey. Obviously, I was supposed to do this earlier, but then I had to go out, so I didn't manage to do it. And then all this Manchester United news broke, and even the Spurs thing that we haven't even gotten nothing to in regarding Julian Nagelsmann as well. But yeah, Steve, we'll go to you because we were talking about Newcastle. I want to ask you, would you like to see your team go in and try and get Harry Kane in the summer? Or are you against it? You for it? What you saying?
Absolutely, why not? There's for me, bro. We're on GTA 5 free roam settings, bro. Why not? Just go for it. You know,
should be all over that one.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I mean, think about it. Callum Wilson might move on in the summer. So
breaking the record at Newcastle.
I'm just asking. I thought I'd ask because Newcastle, no stress, Steve. Because Newcastle are one of the few teams that can actually afford him if he does indeed go for a big fee.
And his options are limited. I saw a report earlier.
Go on.
I saw a report earlier, and that's why I do kind of always question this mentality in it. Because there was a report saying earlier how if Ryan Mason ends up somehow as the manager, he's willing to stay for the whole season.
Instead of going to stay or he's not going to stay.
No, he would be willing.
Bro,
to
he's
stay
been talking about it in press conferences.
So the report was saying, if Ryan Mason ends up somehow as the manager, he would be willing or be fine with not forcing the move and stay for another season.
Give him the player coach role, man.
I think he'll. The thing is, I think he'll stay. I've said this. I think
No,
Harry Kane stays at Spurs.
I think he will stay as well. But my issue is like, I'm looking at you funny. Like, if Ryan Mason's going to be the manager, I mean, realistically, I honestly think I don't think Ryan Mason has been doing a bad job whenever you took over. But at his age and time, you should be forcing to move. Like all the players that play for us, like Modric, Berber, Bale. They're forced to move and ended up winning trophies, but like you are fine staying at the club for another season, just leave on the free. But for me, like regardless of the manager, I feel like he should be forced to move regardless.
The thing is though, if you can't get a Prem move, it'd be stupid to move away from the Prem. It'd be stupid.
Is it though?
Real Madrid?
Nah, man, he's so close to breaking the record, man. He shouldn't leave England.
Who cares, though? Who cares about the record of goal scoring?
Yeah, him if he cares, that's all that matters, really.
Oh, yeah.
It's not issue about us caring. He cares.
Exactly, and it's a big feat if he does it. It's a huge feat.
And for me, the thing is Kane as well. It's like if he really wanted to go and get crazy and be like, I want to move Bartley. Levy eventually would put the price down just to sell him, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to put the fuss up, and he's been like he would be willing to just be, you know what, fine, I'm just staying. But this is kind of for me like I'm questioning like, how much do you really want to win like that? Like, because I don't know. Because even last time when he was trying to force the move, he only stayed on strike for like another week, and the club was able to just hide it and say, "As we gave Kane another week of holiday." So it's kind of like, how much hunger do you have for the trophies? And I don't believe he has it like that.
He's never tasted it, man. You can't have hunger for something you haven't tasted.
I mean, but still, like even if you haven't tasted, there's still like certain players that haven't tasted before, but then made the moves to club to get this feeling.
He should have left that last time he signed that big contract. That should have been the time.
At the time, the club was doing well, so I kind of play him. It's more about the contract that he signed, like the actual contract.
That was a crazy contract.
That like for me, I'll be real, because his brother is his agent. You know? I personally would slap up my own brother after that. I'll be honest.
Yeah, like again, because you man spoke on it there in regards to what does he want. But if the fact that he's willing to. It's not individual. Like, surely in a team sport, you want your team to win and you're a part of that. I'm saying, because then that adds to you as an individual. If like, you just caring about being the top goal scorer. I'm not saying that he's wrong for that, because that's his mindset. That's not an elite mindset. That's what I'd say.
He strikes me as that guy. After that Ericsson thing where he swore his daughter's life that the ball touched him. But after that, I knew this guy was like one of those. I'm going to be top scorer.
That's definitely not an elite mentality if you're just more concerned about an individual. Like I say, this ain't boxing, this ain't UFC, it's not darts. Like, this is not a one-man thing. Like, I get it if it was like that, but it's not. So why would you not leave Spurs? Because you're good enough not only to add to you individually, like your individual accolades, but also in a winning team.
Bro, he's literally Harry Kane is literally the physical embodiment of these Twitter users that say Farmers Cup. That's what it is.
When you say Farmers Cup, what do you mean? Referring to what cup?
Like like you know how people say, bigger fish to fry, man. If Arsenal are out of the FA Cup, it don't matter, man. It's a Farmers Cup. No one cares about the FA Cup. No one cares. Bro, Harry Kane's a physical embodiment of that. Like literally, he's like, bro would turn down an FA Cup for I have more goals than Alan Shearer, but less trophies than him.
To be fair, no one's gonna remember if he just wins the FA Cup or Carabao Cup.
He would be more. You know what? He would be much more remembered than not winning anything at all.
No, I think he'd be more remembered if he didn't win anything at all, because that is what people play.
I think in a different scenario, I would say so, but because he's English as well, he's gonna be England top. I mean, he is already England's top scorer, I think. So I don't think in that case it's more about the fact that like you just going out. If you go out like this with no trophy, it's like there will be always just a black mark in your history or like your resume, and you can't get. Even though maybe in terms of ability you maybe are as good as some of these great strikers, but because you didn't have anything to show for, you don't get into these conversations because of that.
Bro, Harry Kane has never won anything, so he doesn't have the appetite to do so. once you go and win something,
but I
don't stop.
But I disagree. I don't think you have to win something to get the appetite of winning something.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying it helps.
That should be from within. That should be from within.
Yeah,
you're at a high level of sport,
absolutely.
and you're talented, which he is, because we all know Harry Kane is a world-class player. If you're world-class, if you're world-class, why do you not have world-class ambitions?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't get that.
And this, to me, it's just his nature. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think it's just his nature that he doesn't really. He's not striving to really become the greatest, but also not only scoring wise, but also on his resume and CV wise as well.
100%. The Emma says if he leaves on a free, then surely he's got more clubs wanting him. Doesn't not have that big price tag. This is true. However, then you've then wasted a year. So more clubs will then, if he's leaving on a free, would be able to. It broadens his horizon. Well, not broaden. It opens up his options, and there'll be more clubs in for him. But then you've wasted a year, and then where do you go? How much more are you getting? Manchester United and Newcastle are two viable options right now. All right, Chelsea, if they need a striker, that's added to it. Maybe a Liverpool.
Just to go to Chelsea. I'll be honest.
It. But like that's what we're talking. It's only really. It's not much more major. Like the options don't open up much more. It don't go from 2 clubs to like 8 because you're looking to stay in the Premier League.
If the guy was willing to leave the country, then it would go from 2 to like, in my opinion,
100%.
5 to 7.
Yes.
I know Bayern would love him. I know Bayern, for example.
I would love it if we got him.
I know outside from England that PSG, Bayern, and Real Madrid are the ones that want him. Outside from England, and then you also have the England clubs here, Manchester United. You have Newcastle. I mean, even Chelsea, if Poch comes in, but I just don't think he had the battle in him. Like, if he had the battle in him, he wouldn't be at Tottenham, in my opinion, right now.
That's true.
So that's why I don't call Chelsea in this. But I don't know. Like I said, this is the thing about him that I don't like. It's just I sometimes do really question about like your mentality, and this is also one of the reasons why I speak to certain Tottenham fans. I say like, yo, the guy, obviously you can't deny his qualities, but the guy has been a butler for us. Like him, the team is ass, but he's also not helping the situation by trying to carry the team, man. Like Bale at times he was carrying the team. I remember them days. And also when even if we weren't getting Champions League under him or stuff, like you could really affect like, yo, this guy can carry the team if he really wanted to. Kane is like, he's just a goal scorer, but not really somebody that can carry somebody.
And to Dortmund David, who says Bayern Munich won't pay 100 million plus. We're talking the season after. We're talking next year. We're talking about it potentially on a free. We're not talking about the money situation. And Timo, who says Daniel Levy won't let Kane go on a free. Daniel Levy might not have no option.
I'll be honest.
He won't have a choice.
From baseball,
he's in a lose-lose situation. However, this goes down. He's in a lose-lose.
From what I'm hearing is that he apparently is willing to just not sell him at all. That's what I'm saying. That he needs to, if he really wants to move, he has to force to move.
And the thing is with Kane, I've said this, man, your options are limited. If Manchester United don't go in for you, where do you go? Newcastle, we'll throw Newcastle in the mix as well. If those 2 clubs don't go in for you and you want to stay in the Premier League, where does he end up?
And by the way, back to the MLK comment as well, only just now, I agree that you probably have in a scenario where you're on the free, of course you can have more options, but the difference I think this time will be not only like let's say you're wasting a year, but by the time, maybe none of the English clubs need you as the striker no more. Maybe United have sorted the striker issues. Newcastle have the money to get any striker if they really wanted to. Obviously, it depends if the strikers want to go to. I don't think he goes to Chelsea, so unless Liverpool he wants to go there next summer. I don't know.
Liverpool next summer, man.
But the thing is, there's nothing stopping any of those clubs you mentioned from going to sign a 9. We all know Manchester United are going to sign some form of 9. It's highly likely Chelsea are going to sign a 9. Liverpool could sign a 9, so then you're waiting a season, but then all they're set. All them 3 teams.
We're sorted with the 9 with Isak and Wilson.
Yeah, Isak could hit. Isak, if you lot improve, you lot could sign a 9 this season.
I still think Newcastle need a striker. In my opinion, I think conventional injury proneness is a big issue.
I think he goes in the summer. I think he goes in the summer.
So you will need
Newcastle should go get Ivan Toney, man. Fuck it.
I think Newcastle can definitely use Ivan Toney, in my opinion.
Once the betting thing is dealt with, because it would be the most Newcastle or if Spurs, let's say Spurs signed him, then the dude gets a lifetime ban. That would be the most Spursy or Newcastle thing to ever happen.
I don't think you get a life ban.
No. Think about it like this. So think about it like this. The FA and English football in general, they're looking at betting and stuff like that, and they might look to make a statement. You can't have 250 plus charges.
Well, there's guys that have done worse and are still playing football.
Yeah. Here's the thing,
but here's the rebuttal to that. When the hell have you ever trusted the FA to punish racism more harshly than things like betting? You know what I'm saying? They have their priorities all aspect.
I don't know if we've ever seen anything to this level at all.
The thing is, though, even with, and I understand that, but because United need more than one striker, I'd go and sign him and 2 more anyway. We need at least 2 strikers. So I'd go and still sign and then if he gets a 6-month ban, even if it's a year ban, that just knocks the price down.
What if it's 2 years?
We're talking about
30 million.
Nah, 2 years, no. But if it's a year, I do. No. I'm saying 2
years.
Even
1 year.
I'd literally say 30 million, take it or leave it, man. Come on.
For me, 1 year, like, how do you know it's going to be back to his original level that he was?
Because it's the risk that you run. But because Ivan Toney's that good, I run the risk, and I'm signing 2 other strikers on top of that anyway. So I'm like, all right, if you sign him, and he's gonna be at a cut down price. If he gets a year ban and you go to negotiate with Brentford, they're not asking you for 70, 80 million because they now have an asset on their hands they can't use. So they're like, right, they'll probably be shot at you. All right, here's 40 M's then, or just have him on your books. I'd go do that. Regardless, unless it was longer than it. If they're saying a year and a half, 2 years, that's ridiculous. But anything year or less, if Manchester United are doing what they're supposed to, we need strikers anyway. Because the strikers we currently have are not good enough. Go sign 2 others. We need 3.
Do you like Rondo Colomwani at Eintracht Frankfurt?
His name keeps popping up, but I haven't watched him outside of the World Cup, so I can't really comment.
No, can you imagine the scenes when his band family got uplifted, gets uplifted, he's coming back to your club? Could you imagine this? I feel like crack.
Well, you know what? You know what I like about him though? He's been on fire. He's been absolutely on fire since then. So he's not letting it bother him. You know, he's a fantastic player. He could do well in any of the 5 leagues. Instinctive finisher, can even link up with. Oh, you're talking about Colomwani. Yeah.
Oh, his link up.
Colomwani is cold. He's cold, bro. Unreal player.
Would you have him at Newcastle?
Hell yes.
Price? Absolutely. What's the price? What's the max you'd like to see?
I trust one.
I want 100 M's.
Yeah,
it's worth 100 M's.
Yeah, 100 M's.
Yes.
Oh,
for me, yeah.
1 season.
100%.
Just for that missing the World Cup final, I'm not paying 100 M's for him.
The 100 million is the 50 million of this market now.
Yeah.
No, I'd pay 100 million because simply put, you can.
You're good with the money.
Striker can play with the 2 up top. Bro won a Coupe de France, flawless. You love the Coupe de France, right?
Yeah,
exactly. Won a Coupe de France with FC Nantes. I mean, and he was crucial in that run as well.
But you know what the issue is like? I agree. I agree in terms of the quality of the player. My issue is like sample size, because really truly it's only been a season in terms of like where you're putting these high numbers. Because even at Nantes, he was doing well, but not to this degree, to be honest.
He was scoring in the big games.
If I'm a team like United, I'm staying well away from Mwani.
Because I think for United, what United need is a striker that they can have completely certainty where like he can do something in Ten Hag's system, and then a striker that can develop, and you can give that striker more time.
Like Kane and Ferguson.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what it is. But again, that's why with Ivan Toney, it's like we don't know what's gonna happen. But
yeah,
I would definitely.
Bro, I would not be surprised if he got like a 5-year ban or something because the FA. I would not be surprised.
That's racism. That's not.
I can see him getting.
I'm not saying he deserves it, obviously.
Yeah, I can see him getting a big ban. But who's ever got a 5-year ban?
Well, that's the thing. The FA might want to put their foot down.
I can see them going over the top and giving him like a year. I can see that.
That's his career done if they do that.
But you know what that would do, though. You know what that would do. If any other football players are betting, they're gonna stop because they don't want their career.
For me, it's not about that though. But I feel like if you would give him, for me, anything more than a year. I think that the public outrage would be insane, to be honest, because I don't think nobody looks at Ivan Toney and says he has done something so outrageous where like he shouldn't be playing football for like this, for like 1.5, 2 years, 3 years. That's too insane. Like, to be honest, then you would just get the public, even in my opinion, just comment in and say, "Yo, what the fuck are these people on about?"
Facts.
Yeah, 6 months, little ban. You won't do it again.
I can see a 6 months. I can see something like that.
For me, 6 to 8 months, I'll see it.
I can see that. I think even that.
Joey Barton got in trouble.
Yeah,
What,
Surf has mentioned this in it because people have been found guilty of racism and got 8 matches, but that's a whole different conversation. That's a whole.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they give him like a 10-match ban. I think that's probably what.
I mean, that's what for me. It's fair, to be honest.
That could happen.
What did Mitrovic get? How long's Mitrovic's ban?
Mitrovic got 8
games.
He got 8 games, same as like Suarez.
Yeah, you give Ivan Toney the same thing, man. Fuck it.
It's fair. For me, it's fair enough, to be honest. But
give him a 5-match ban and call it quits, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's not like it shouldn't be. It's not that. It's obviously like betting is what it is. But again, we touched it before. Like we have Premier League teams having betting sponsors. What are we doing here?
Yeah, but those are getting binned in 2 seasons.
All of them.
But
they're still making money.
For him scoring with Hollywood bets on his shirt just makes me laugh.
Regardless,
oh my god!
The fact that no betting company, it's probably because it's going on, but as soon as like he gets the punishment, a betting company should approach him to do an advert.
His initials
that's cash money, baby. It's too funny.
100% him making Ivan Toney there saying, make sure you gamble responsibly and all.
Do I like what Rodri Giggs does now? Like he rips his brother in that ad. They should do something like that.
Exactly that. You know what I'm saying? Stop when the fun stops. You know what I'm saying?
It's when the fun stops, man.
Yo, man. Kill me, man.
All that type, the shit with Ryan Giggs' bro was hilarious too. You know what I'm saying? You should do that. 110%. Big up to Vita who said a Qatar executive flight landed in Manchester 26 minutes ago. What do you think? Hey, big up to you for knowing this information. You know what I'm saying? Big up, man. For people watching our flight, big up.
Flight trackers out. Hey, flight trackers. You know what it is?
Flight trackers out. Flight trackers out.
Yeah. Hey, bro, you know what crazy that is actually like
it's one of those on transfer deadline day, isn't it, Flawless? I saw Ronaldinho in a cab,
I've heard that, man. Oh, such and such will see that Stretford Arndale. Yeah.
I remember the flight is flying to Manchester.
I remember
Ronaldo's coming back, man.
I remember the deadline day in January. They said when we signed Torres, Torres is in a helicopter on his way to London. 30 minutes later, he's walking out of Melbourne. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's one of those.
Bro, Mike Ashley had Luka Modric back in 2010. He had Luka Modric up at Tyneside, bro. He had him up at Newcastle in a hotel and told him to his face, "You're not." I think Mike Ashley. It was like 1.5 million. He didn't want to pay up, and he was like, "You're good, kid, but you're not that good." And then Spurs went on to sign him. So.
Right.
I'm sure he rap Spurs already in 2010, wasn't he?
No, it must have been back then.
No, he didn't. Signed in 2008.
Oh wait, then that was it. Yeah. It was the year before. Yes, it was the year before.
Imagine Chelsea got him when Chelsea wanted him. Fuck.
Hey man, the guy didn't. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Sean Levy.
Bro, Newcastle.
Shout out Levy for that, man. Shout out Levy.
Madness. And sold him for £20 million less.
Hey, you know what? This is what I call real hating.
I know, right?
I respect it.
No, that's real hate.
You know what's crazy, man? You hate it that much, but look where he is now. He can hold that.
I mean, he's still doing fine. Like he's getting a lot of good money still. Like,
yeah,
he's the highest paid chairman. He's giving himself race. He gives.
Hey man, all that money in the world, still can't run a trophy.
Yeah, but do you really think Levy cares though?
Yeah.
But do you think Levy really cares though?
Bro, Levy don't care, bro. Jez, I know a few Spurs friends, and we were doing this.
Yeah,
I was on a channel, and there was a guy who went to the game, and he showed me the club shop. Have any of you guys ever seen the new Tottenham Stadium's club shop? It's like an IKEA. It's literally like the size of an IKEA, the club shop for merchandise, and there's people everywhere. Bro, it's the most mad thing. Doesn't Levy make $1 million per match day?
Yeah, something about that, because last season, all together we made 100 million just out of matches.
Oh my God.
Like, bro, like that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, Levy Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, our club is really more about making money than actually the football. So maybe truly doesn't care about where the club is at the moment. So, I mean, even this whole Nuggets thing right now, like the reason why we stopped talking to him or not wanting to talk to him is because I think the feeling is that they just know that the demands that he would be asking for, they don't really want to give, which again shows like what is the ambition really here. Which is not
no ambition.
It's more about trying to be cheap, but also trying to overachieve, like, in Levy's mindset. So, I mean, let's see. To be honest, I'm not too upset about the Nagelsmann thing. To be honest, obviously he was my preferred option, but I'm not too upset about it.
I think you'll get Postecoglou.
Bro, what's going on with the
Kulusevski? I wouldn't mind him, to be honest.
Celtic manager.
Yeah.
What's going on with Kulusevski, by the way? Kulusevski, like I'm here. Did you see the Kulusevski stuff now? Right? I'm confused, bro.
This whole thing is getting so every day is like so annoying because I have to explain it. Yeah. So pretty much this was some random reporter coming out saying how the club is not sure if they want to buy Kulusevski. That was obviously shut down, and then obviously Ryan Mason gave his opinion, and Ryan Mason is the interim manager who doesn't know what's going on. So of course he wouldn't say he doesn't know if he's gonna stay because officially at the moment in time he's still a loan player. While the feeling is that the club want to buy him as originally. It's more about if Kulusevski wants to stay because it looks like that it's going to be the buy option. So it depends more on him. But from what I know is that he wants to stay at Tottenham because he's happy at the moment at the club, even if it's not doing well at the moment. He's happy because he doesn't want to go back to Juventus. He doesn't want to be there, especially with Allegri. So we already going to pay the money, and it's not a lot of money. It's £30 million. It's not a lot of money. So, again, this was just one report that everybody got confused about. I think it happened 1 month ago as well, something similar. Everybody thought, Kulusevski is going to leave. Nah. And even if he leaves then. It's what it is then.
He was only good a third of his time with you anyways.
This is my thing. That's why I'm not really
Let's be honest.
That's why I'm not crying over that, to be honest.
He's been good for 1/3 of his time at Spurs. This season
could do him back, man.
So for me, this season, I feel like he's definitely struggling in terms of I feel like the issue is that people kind of figured out what he's about. But then again, I do think a big factor was the Conte thing because I can't remember one attacker outside from Kane that was actually doing well for us this season, generally. So I still think Kulusevski, but by the way, I just still think Kulusevski is going to be a Tottenham player. If he's not, then he's not going to be a Tottenham player. It's what it is, to be honest.
Yeah. Before we close out, people continue to bump up their likes, please. We're at 59 likes. Get that test done. We just hit 60 likes, so big up to you lot. You know what I'm saying? And that big up to you lot. Hit the subscribe button. We're still too short of the second subscriber mark. Only looking for 2 more subscribers. There's over 60 of you lot in the building. Get us up to 6,425 people. Get your final few questions in as well before we close out. We are back live twice tonight. 11:30 p.m. the Man United podcast, which you didn't get earlier. So myself and Eddie will be talking all things Manchester United in regards to Sheikh JASSIM, RATCLIFFE, ownership, the Kim Min-jae rumors, Rashford being injured, Varane being back, the Wolves game on the weekend. So much surrounding Manchester United as always. So yeah, man, make sure you're looking for that. And then following that 3 a.m. people, following that 3 a.m. will be the Golden State Warriors versus the LA Lakers, people. Golden State Warriors, LA Lakers, game 6. With the Lakers looking to close out that series, Warriors looking to take it to a game 7. That's on Twitch. Well, let me see if I missed any questions.
Can I ask a question to you?
Yeah. Cool.
If the Warriors win today, do you believe in the dog?
Did the dog select? Wait, did the dog pick the Warriors to win game 6 and 7?
The dog was predicting that the Lakers going to go 3-1 and that they're going to joke a 3-1 lead to the Warriors.
Hey, if you did, I have to. You know what I'm saying? That's no accident. And for those that don't know, there's this dog, you know what I'm saying, that's gone viral. And it's like, it hits, what is it, like a basketball down?
Yeah,
down
like basketball. There's two baskets.
2 baskets down at the bottom of the stairs. Yeah, one's Lakers and one's Warriors.
Yeah, and then obviously, and he gave up until, obviously, we in game 6 now, but up to game 5, obviously, he picked the Warriors to be 3-1. Then the Warriors won and then obviously for the last three games, 5, 6, and 7, he picked the Warriors to come back from the 3-1 score and let the Warriors win in 7. And if that happens, bro, Eddie's not gonna run away. I will tell him how a dog predicted your whole series to joke a 3-1.
Yeah, imagine they. I actually have them. I have them choking the 3-1 lead though, because I have the Warriors winning tonight, and I think the Warriors win games. And I think the Warriors. And I made the mistake. I think it's in LA. The game tonight is in LA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I truly believe that.
I think he stands up, man. You know what I'm saying? I think Steph Curry drops. Actually, game 6. I reckon Clay gonna go up.
Hey, Clay, you better step up, man. Like yesterday, Jason Tatum. Hot ass. I don't care that he stepped up at the end. I don't care. That guy was shit. Oh, man played like 30 minutes and had 3 points.
It was 0 from 7, bro, in 3 quarters. Lord have mercy, man.
So lucky that he stepped it up in the last. So lucky, bro.
Antonio Gunner, who says, have you all done your top 4 predictions of relegation? We did do our relegation, but we haven't done our top 4, so we will do that as we wait for the final few questions to come in. Steve, we'll go to you. Top 4 prediction in order as well.
Well, I gotta head out, so I will leave on this. I will leave on this bombshell. We'll finish 3rd. Okay. Manchester United 4th. You'll cling on somehow, some way. Probably the home form.
Probably the home form. But yeah, man, big up Steve every single time.
Thanks for having me on, bro. Let's talk to you,
man. Yeah, man. Blessings to Steve. And that's why you see Steve on a show here once a month, because he is a member, people. So if you want to join, you know what I'm saying, it's absolutely, you know what I'm saying, great cast. And Ryan, you know what I'm saying, join the membership, people.
And Ahmed, don't forget.
Hey, shut up, Victor, man. No one asked for you.
Hey, hold on. I know you're hurt. Hey,
sure, man. But yeah, we'll go to you, Ram. Top 4 prediction.
Like I said on the podcast before, it's gonna be Newcastle and Man United. Liverpool left it too late for me. Yeah, but like I said, if a United bottle it, biggest bottle job of all time, man.
Yeah. I like the agenda. He's a Liverpool fan, for those that don't know. You know what I'm saying? Fantastic agenda. What are you saying, Ahmed? Top 4 prediction.
I've said Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Liverpool.
Okay, cool. Cams.
Yeah, I think we'll sneak in top 4. I don't want us to get top 4, but I think we'll sneak in over United.
Okay, Fez. Surfer.
Oh, sorry, Matt. I was playing Uno online. I think Liverpool will sneak it, because I think United are starting to run down a bit.
Fez.
Liverpool sneak it.
Victor, what are you saying?
I think it'll be Newcastle United. I don't think they'll bottle it, in my opinion.
All right, Fez. Jez, what are you saying?
Man City to win the league. Arsenal obviously 2nd. Then I think it's going to be Newcastle and Man United. I feel like they're going to be the results coming, but tomorrow, if you don't beat Wolves tomorrow, I feel like then I see Liverpool maybe sneaking in.
Oh, that changes it. We don't beat Wolves. That definitely changes it. 110%. That being said, all them free games, people, I will be doing watch-alongs for involving those 3 teams. So you will get Leeds United versus Newcastle United on the Twitch. Obviously, that's the 12:30 p.m. kickoff. And then following that, here on the YouTube channel, you get the Manchester United versus Wolves game. And then Monday, you will get the Leicester City versus Liverpool game on the Twitch as well. And on the Sunday, I will do, unless these jokers are going to do that Belgian Pro League nonsense.
They're never going to do that,
Arsenal,
man. All talk, man.
I'm just saying.
I do watch it, but I don't come. I do watch
Union St. Gonads game or whatever it's called. You know what I mean?
They're doing Union St. Gherkins. Yeah, I'm just saying, because you know what it is. Because you know what it is. Because if they do that, then I don't have to do Arsenal Brighton. That's how I'm looking at it. You feel what I'm saying? And I
can I'll run Arsenal Brighton.
You want to see Arsenal Brighton?
Victor's like, I've had enough.
I'll run Arsenal Brighton.
I'll be there to watch it. But yeah.
And you guys are such haters, bro.
Absolutely. And to Dominic, who says Warriors have one of the worst records on the road in the NBA this season. That's true. And look what happened when there was an elimination game away from home. Steph dropped 50. You don't keep betting against Steph and Clay, man. Like I said, I don't bet against
keep betting against them.
I cannot bet, even though I picked the Suns to win the whole thing, so it makes no sense. I'm not betting against the Warriors, people.
Bro,
that's all I'm saying.
People, these are the bum ass Lakers. This is not the Kobe Bryant, the Shaq O'Neal Lakers. This is the 40-year-old LeBron James and this. Come on, man. Have faith. Have faith.
And in regards to Neil, to answer top 4, I think it will be. I think it stays as it is. I think it's Newcastle and I think it's Manchester United. I think it ends for.
Okay, first, can I ask you another question real quick? So let's say you don't get the result against Wolves. How do you feel then?
That changes it all. If we don't get a result against Wolves and Newcastle beat Leeds and Liverpool then go and beat Leicester, then it's peak. Because I don't see us winning our final 3. I don't see that happening.
Can I ask you a question for this?
Yeah.
When you say like a result, do you mean like a draw is a good result for you to get against Wolves?
No, because then
because goal difference.
Yeah, because then it puts us in a must-win situation. We have to win 3 out. We have to win 3 out of our next 4. So if we don't win that, then it's like, all right, there's no room for error. Whereas if we win against Wolves, and then obviously it's Bournemouth away, Chelsea at home, Fulham at home, there's still wiggle room. You know what I'm saying? There's still room for error there. So it's like, all right, let's say best case scenario, worst case scenario, we beat Wolves, then we lose to Bournemouth. Then it's 2 home games against Chelsea and Fulham.
How many points do you need to drop?
I think
it's 4. Is it 4?
Is it something like that? Yeah, because you lot can only get 71 points, I believe, and we can get 72. I think the max you can get is 71. I think when we did
it is.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is. And Tamu says Vinicius Jr. versus Wan-Bissaka pre-season. That'd be interesting. What I was saying, that's what, but I'd rather see it competitively than a pre-season game. But yes, love to everyone who has locked in. Big up to all of you lot. We're going to redirect over to Never a Foul because they're live, but then we're back here live in 50 minutes, people. Like I said, for the Manchester United show, the Man United podcast. So myself and Eddie will be talking all things Manchester United. Obviously, the takeover, Sheikh JASSIM, Jim Radcliffe, like I stated, Kim Min-jae rumors, Rashford being injured, Varane being back, the Wolves game, which is now kind of an afterthought, even though we're battling for top 4. Typical. With Manchester United with so much going on. And then, man, I've mentioned it, there's been NBA questions. LA Lakers, Golden State Warriors, Game 6. Lakers looking to close out on their home floor. Warriors looking to take it to a Game 7. But big up, man. It's been a great show. Stacked panel as well. Everyone, you know what I'm saying? Avengers Assemble and everyone's showing up. And Ryan. So, yeah, love to everyone who has locked in. Big up. Make sure you hit the like button on the video.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Make sure you share this across the socials.
No.
Subscribe. Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. But yeah, man. Love to everyone who has locked in. And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up. And go say bless up to the Never a Foul Dons as well.